Good morning, everyone. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our home yoga practice live on Friday. Whoop, whoop. If Friday has any significant meaning to some of you, I know. Hey, awesome from St. Louis. Thanks for joining us, Carmel. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Welcome, everybody. Let's get started with our practice for today. Remember, we're going to start sitting. If you would like to sit on a block or a chair, feel free. You don't have to sit cross-legged either, especially if you have anything going on with your knees, any limitations, injuries, surgeries, that kind of stuff. All right. If you're new to home yoga practice, we work a theme throughout the week. We set a yoga plan, more or less. So we set up that theme and say, that's what we're going to work. And then I ask you to try to dedicate an amount of time to what it is you want to practice. Of course, if you're following us along throughout the week, maybe you don't need to. You're just kind of popping in and still being led. But I'm going to ask you, eventually, the purpose of this is to let you turn off all of those distractions, roll out your mat, and do a thing, right? All right, but Fridays, we've really started to just let it be fun. So I get a little goofy. But it's also useful to not take ourselves so seriously. Oh, I'm going to practice this breath practice. Oh, I've got to do this pose 20 times so that I can perfect it. There is no perfect. There is only practice. We only get to do it all over again. It's kind of like Sisyphus in Greek mythology. We get to roll that boulder up the hill and it rolls back down on us, and then we get to do it again. And there's no perfection. Alrighty, I can't see, so I'm coming on up here. Hey, Claudia, good to see you. All right, so this week, our theme has been satya, or honesty, and quiet mind, or looking at the mind chatter. We can't get it to be quiet until we can hear all of the ping pong balls going on in our head. Ping pong balls. All right, so let's take a moment and find a breath. Sitting however you wish. Take a few breaths however you want, right? I just let out an external sigh out of my mouth. Letting my mind and my attention come to where I am right here, right now. Feeling how many breaths is it taking for me to let go of thinking about whatever had been on my mind right before coming here. Be honest about how much time you need with that. So even if you're here in this class with us and you need to take more time with that, catch up to us later. If not now, when will you start to practice it and give it a go? Say, oh, I'm going to give it a shot. All right. So today, since we're going to add in and try to be a little bit more on the fun end of things, okay, we're going to make choices about ourselves. I think I'm going to stick with, I let folks add in some poses yesterday of, hey, what's something I don't like to do? Okay, so I'm going to add in and create a flow today, and we're still going to use all of those elements that we've been working this week, focusing on the honesty, and then the silence. So we're going to do a sequence that I call out and we do together, maybe once or twice. Then I'm going to be quiet and we're going to go through that sequence on our own, silently, okay, and observe what's going on for ourselves. But I'm probably going to come up with some wackadoodle crazy stuff along the way because it's about the fun. I think that my eyes are telling me that that's Carla. Let me see if my eyes are right. Woohoo! Calling you out on being too serious. All right, so yesterday, some of the poses that we did. Side plank, lots of fun. Half moon, lots of fun. If you don't know what those poses are, don't worry about it. You're going to get to see it, and none of us do it perfectly. I certainly don't. Ekapada Kaundinyasana, that was an arm balance. Maybe we'll do crane today, just to try to have it be a little bit more accessible to everybody. And then we didn't get to do the triangle that Claudia called out. I'm going to give us one more time and chance, so let's say a minute, for anyone to go ahead and type in, whether you're here on YouTube or whether you're here on Facebook, what's a pose that you think might be fun that you'd like to weave into our practice today. And we're going to get moving. Remember, I'm going to set up a small sequence. We're going to do a little bit of it. And then we will do it silently. And then we'll add on to another sequence. And then do that silently. I hope that there's a lot of laughing out loud. I hope that there's a lot of falling down. I hope there's a lot of not taking ourselves seriously. Hey, Roxanne. All right, I'm waiting for some poses. Y'all know what happens when you let me pick the poses myself. All right, I'm just realizing I don't have my psychedelic lights. So let's bring psychedelic lights. Not that kind of psychedelic. Yeah, that's a little too... Wow, no. Electric lady. Doesn't that make you think of about Janelle Monáe? And I think that's it, where it's being still. All right, I'm waiting for a pose. All those poses sound like a good chance to laugh at yourself. Okay, let's do them. Joe, of course, says pigeon. All right, so for Joe, we've got some pigeon. Anybody else? Triangle, half moon. Got it. Carmel, what do you want to add in? Please, don't let all these Facebook people boss things around. You're the resident YouTuber. Come on, give us something if there's a pose that you want to work today. All right, folks, I'm going to wait and look up at the screen for my nice little red marker for YouTube. And let's just get started standing. And let's rock forward and back on the toes and the heels. Just getting to know what's going on. How are our legs holding us up after, what a journey, right? What a journey they've already done. So celebrate. Hey, awesome feet, legs, ankles. Who knows what the rocky path is coming up. So yay, thank you, okay? Maybe move the hips, okay? Just feeling out. Are the legs ready to give us support for whatever's coming next? Twisting tree. Oh, do you mean like a bending tree? Like this? I think. All right, we can do that. Or because this would be a twisting tree. Fascinating. I'm thinking now. Thank you, Carmel. All right, let's work the toes and the heels. Feel your breath. See how far down in your abdomen we can feel our breath. And let's take a moment and feel out, what do I need to be honest with myself about right now? Honest about how much energy I have to give, how much energy I don't have to give, what areas of the body I need to move, my motivation. Am I being motivated by a vanity, right? I've been motivated by a vanity lately because I've been like, I ate too many cookies over December. So I'm like, I will do the core. But I need to now be a little bit nicer to myself, right? Breath. Good, Carmel. We'll do that. I like that. That's a fun fall down on your face pose. Okay. Good. All right. Let's do some hip circles and see what's going on in the curve, in our swerve, and our swerve, and our curve. Breathe. Now honor and listen to the points along the way that are starting to say, ooh, don't do that. Okay? And we make that mental note for as we're moving, because we're here to be nice. Notice if you start to get that's always hurting, and you're jamming it harder, right? Is your approach to that like my approach to a vending machine that won't give me what I want? Are you like, give it to me? And you're kicking it, right? I really had to change my approach on my physical body and not treat it like that vending machine. Come on back up. Good. Let's breathe in and let's twist. Just feel the shoulders, feel the waist. See if you can keep your hips forward. Breath in. Where does the body naturally want to go? Bring in that honesty. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then let's lift. Come up onto the tippy toes and bring the heels down forward. Full deep breath. And we'll roll our way back up to standing, taking our time. And let's do all of that on our own. Hear your breath. And take it forward. Good. Half flat back. Forward fold. Half flat back. Forward fold. Okay, so in the half flat back, let's do that again. Those knees could be soft, so if the backs of the legs are super tight, where do you practice forgiveness? How do you do so? And let your body meet you and your mind meet your body where they are. Forward fold. Good. Let's come up to half flat back. Lift the right leg up behind us. And twist the hip open. And close. And twist. And close. And twist. Good. Now listen. Take that leg straight out to the right. Out to the right. Breath. Laugh out loud. Now suddenly we're like, man, that leg is heavy. And let's bring this leg down. Thank that leg. That leg's like, yeah, I've been carrying me my whole life. Yeah, I'm heavy. Let's lift the left leg up. Breath in. And twist. And close. See how much of the waist and the back you can feel contributing to twisting? How much is the thigh that's actually doing the work? And close. And twist. The neck doesn't have to do anything, so we don't need to be straining there. Ready? Let's take that leg out to the left. Thank you, leg. The spine will hold you now. You don't have to do this work. And bring that leg down. Good. Let's roll the spine up to standing. Hands behind the back. Open up the chest. Feel your heart. All right, now maybe you'd prefer to have a strap. Remember, we're practicing honesty about what feels good, whether we're straining in our joints. Are you taking your body beyond where it freely, willingly will go? Hips forward. Offer the abdomen so exposed. This is a very vulnerable space, so be nice. And bring yourselves forward. Maybe those knees are soft. Release the arms. Let's see who remembers this sequence. We're going to do it again with me calling it out, and then we'll do it once quietly. Half flat back, lifting the chest. Forward fold, soften the spine. Maybe your hands are on your shins. Half flat back, lift. Forward fold, release. Are you truly releasing? Practice that honesty, and it's not shaming. Half flat back. Good. Forward fold. Hands to the floor out in front of us or a block. Right leg lifts. And twist. You don't have to lift that leg super high. And close. Maybe the groin and the pelvis is loosening up. Open. Twist. Can you twist your upper rib cage too? Does that start to feel good? And close. And open. Or maybe that left leg is like, y'all, I ain't playing. Hurry up. Breathe and close. All right, we're going to open. We're going to do the fun one. Here we go. Out to the side. Ooh, yeah. Respect. Respect every step we've ever taken because this is the weight that you're carrying. And bring that leg down. Good. Left leg. Breath in. And open. Freely breathe and close. And open. And close. What's your body telling you right now? And open. About things you haven't asked them to move. And close. Things that you've overmoved. All right, we're going to open. Let it feel good. Twist. Get some yummy sounds in there. And then maybe take that leg out to the left because you can be skipping this too, right? If that right leg or left leg are like, honey child, I ain't playing. Bring that left leg down. Good. Half flat back. Forward fold, hang, rolling the spine up. Remember, we're going to do the heart opener now. Finding a clasp or your strap. Feel the collarbones. Don't be in a hurry. And offer. How vulnerable are you willing to be? Are you able to be honestly? And come forward. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Here we go. Silently. okay if you don't remember. Follow along or make something up. Just hear the sound of your breath. Hear the sound of your own grunting and groaning. And release the arms, half flat back, palms down, stepping to plank. You make a choice about the kind of plank you need to do. We'll lower down to our bellies. Breath in, lift the chest, cobra. Keep the hips down. Now let's maybe just twist. Ooh, twist. Get all into the ooey gooey. Oh, hey, I didn't even know I could do that. Heck yeah, it's your body. Breathe. And bringing ourselves to child's pose. Truthfulness and honesty practices really help us poke holes into the things that we thought that we knew, the boundaries of knowledge and the boundaries of truth, and realizing, oh, there's always stuff I don't know. Just soak that up right now. The infinite nature of truth. And how flexible and permeable and malleable it is. It isn't fixed. Have we become so rigid that we actually thought that we knew the limitations of something? The limitations of our bodies? Good. Let's breathe in and come forward to hands and knees. Find your plank. Your knees could still be down. Lower down to your bellies. Breath in, lift the chest. Maybe the chest is coming a little higher. And we can work it a little side to side. You can twist the shoulders. You can lean to one side of the hip. What wants to move? What's being fluid? What's being rigid? Feel the truth of your spine and honor it. Like I'm feeling like an air bubble that it's working its way up into it. It'll probably be a burp sometime soon in our practice because all of this moving is like wiggling that around. And I got to honor it, right? Because there's certain moves I won't be able to do until that air bubble is gone. Good. Let's bring ourselves up and back. Child's pose. Feel out. What did we learn? What did we feel? What got quiet in our minds? And we'll do that sequence quietly. Find your child's pose eventually. Arms wherever you would like them to be. Be honest about how it feels to be folded into you. What is the truth that's being revealed about how you feel about folding in? Does it feel confining? Does it feel limiting? Does it feel freeing? Where are you feeling that freedom? All right, we're going to warm up a little bit with a few sun salutations. So let's lengthen the arms out. And then maybe work one arm a little further forward and the other arm. Test out the truth of the limits of lengthening. Can you get more space? Where are you getting the space? Is it in the ribs? Is it in the armpit? Is it in that joint itself? Is it in the flesh of the upper arms? Are you feeling that kind of getting a little more rubbery, a little bit more lengthening? How about through the digits of the fingers? Heck, I'll take it. I'll take another millimeter or two through there. Glue the palms where they are, sink the hips, and feel the stretching that's going on in so many joints, so many sinews. Feel yourself opening yourself to practicing lengthening. Breath in as we come forward to hands and knees. Let's tuck the toes, lift the butt up for down dog. Now, if you're new to down dog, you don't have to straighten those legs. And you also can come down to hands and knees anytime you start to get tired. It's a lot to learn how to support ourselves on all fours, how to let the head go. Now, if you're in it and this isn't a new space for you, make something new, right? Yeah, break all of the rules, right? Change your hands, like move your hand to a different spot on the twister mat. Yep, break all the rules. It's okay. And then just feel how that feels in you. You're like, oh my God, I'm doing something naughty. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, find your way to where you can be. Let's look forward and take as many steps or a big long step up to the top of your mat as you need. Half flat back. Forward fold. Let's bend the knees, sink the butt down, lift the chest chair. Hands can be at prayer. Hands can be overhead. Hands can be doing whatever you need. Weights in your heels. Explore. Remember, break some yoga rules. Practice some yoga naughtiness. It's fine. Good. Let's forward fold. Let the upper body go. Half flat back. Let's step the left foot back. Back foot is flat. Bend the right knee over your heel. We're coming up warrior one. Your hands can be at your hips. Your hands could be overhead. Try to not let that knee go past the heel. Left hip forward, right hip back. Breath in. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot up. Easy breath, soothing breath. Step the right foot back. Feel your feet come in contact with the earth. Be grateful. Woohoo! Got my feet on the earth. I can stand. Come on up. Warrior one. Whew. All right, be honest. Do you feel like you're on a tightrope? Do you need to widen that out? Or do you need to bring that in a little bit? Breath in. Breath out. Lift. Good. We'll bring the hands down. Step the back leg up. Half flat back. Forward fold. Let's come all the way up. Maybe a back bend. Be honest. Are you really still lifting? Or have you created a drive-by moment in your yoga? Forward fold. Are you letting go? Breath in, half flat. Palms down. Let's step to plank. Lower down. Breath in, cobra. Do whatever you need here. Woo. Downward facing dog. Make a sound on your next exhale. Nobody here can hear you. All right, let's look forward and travel the feet up in between our hands. Let's build up a little bit more heat. Half flat back. Forward fold. Remember, those knees can be bent. Bend the knees, sink the butt back, find your chair. Choose your chair. You're choosing the depth of your seat. Doesn't have to be super deep. You've got nothing to prove. You're here to be honest with yourself about what truly can go on. Capability and possibility. Breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Loosen the spine. Quiet the mind. Half flat back. Step the left foot back foot flat. Maybe the body's warmed up and you're taking a deeper stride. Bringing yourselves up, warrior one. Did you yank yourself up and knock yourself off? Breath in, hands down. Try not to shove off with the left leg. Can you stand the right leg and bring the left leg up to you, mindfully moving in the body, stepping the right foot back foot flat. You figure out, feel out how much stability you have to lift your upper body. How much force do you need? Are you being mindful? Now where's the joy? Be honest with yourself. And if you're not feeling any joy right now, add something in there. All right, let's breathe in. Woo! Let's bring the hands down. Stepping the plank. Lower down to our bellies. Good. Ready? Back up to plank. What? That's not joy. Well, just depends. Your joy, my joy, who knows? All right. Side plank. You can bring the left knee down, spin the left foot flat, and start to feel out your stability. You've got to push the hips forward, turning the chest sideways. You might want to keep your gaze down to the floor. With that right foot spun flat, you need to use it. Let it help you stabilize. If you just ask that left arm to do everything, it's going to be mad. It's going to be talking to you later, right? All right, so that's one way. Or some of you are just going to turn over, legs straight, breath. Some of you are getting fancy pants, maybe coming up into tree. Maybe you've never tried it. Are you willing to fall and go kersplat and laugh? Breath. Good. Let's come back to plank, whatever plank we got. Woo! Yay! Other side. Maybe the knee down, spinning the foot flat. Secure yourself. My foot's sliding there. Thrusting the hips. Some of you getting fancy pants and looking up at that hand. Some of you are like, heck no, I'm looking down at the floor. That's what I got. All right? Others of us, I'm like sliding on my mat back there. Here we go. Are going to lengthen those legs back, turning the chest sideways. Try to stack your right shoulder over your right wrist. You got to squeeze the core wherever you are. Be honest about capability, possibility. Are you finding something new? Where's the joy? Where's the laughability? Not the perfection. Screw perfect. It doesn't exist. Breath. Good. Let's bring both hands down. Find your plank. Lift the hips up, down dog. Ha. Good. Let's look forward and walk or step or jump the way up to the top of the mat. Half flat back. Forward fold. Let's roll the spine up. All right. This one is for Carmel. Your Puma equivalent right now. I don't know if I get that, Carla, but that's okay. She does not need to join me today. All right, let's find our mountain. I'm going to spin my left foot up against my right ankle, opening that hip. For many of us, that's where we want to be. Who's got a glisten? We got a little glisten. Hey. All right. You can stay here or here. Let's find the honesty about the stability of our tree, not the honesty of our aspiration. Let's get into the honesty, the truth of how rooted we are, and we work from what we got some root in. And let's love the roots. Or maybe some of you are able to bring that foot up toward the groin. And you got to feel out the balance of pressure of the foot against the thigh, not the knee joint, and the thigh against the foot. All right, so while we're all trying to work out where is this tree, where is this foundation, in my morning meditation, I was reflecting on foundations and a little bit of that love. I was thinking about love, not truth. See what happens when I'm yapping and talking all at the same time. But I was realizing that there are aspects of the foundation of my life, right? The beginnings of my life, my past, or, some elements that I don't like. And I realized, whoa, that means you're not loving your foundation. What? Yeah, I know, right? All right, let's bring that foot down. That right leg might need you to go. Mine did. All right, here we go. Other side. Feel it out and start to love everything that's coming into play to hold you up. This is nothing to take for granted. Bipedal creatures standing up against gravity. All of these muscles all in here are holding this frame and those guts all in and upright in a shape. Otherwise, we could be a blob on the floor, right? So there's so much like, whoa, all of this is miraculous. You can come here, and are we accepting its truth, or are we pushing? Are we pushing out of a non-acceptance of what we're feeling? Honesty. All right, and we'll come on up here, see if I can stop flapping my trap a little bit. Having my chest up. Now, quite honestly, if you're feeling kind of stable and you're coming up toward this groin, the more pressure that you can have with this foot up against this thigh, it's actually a little bit of a cheat, right? Because that pushing is creating that stability or that bind. But being able to do this is going to be greatly related to the health of your knee and the hip to be able to create that angle. All right, so don't let your aspiration push you beyond what your foundation and structure will let you do. Think about that in life. Oh, yeah, I do a lot of stuff where I push beyond my foundation, or I'm trying to deny, I'm trying to hide, some aspects of myself. I'm rejecting some aspects of like where I came from. And I'm looking at how that's affecting my ability to reach. Right? I got to either let go of that criticism and send some love here, or I can't reach. And let my reaching, your reaching, looks like yours. All right, we'll bring that down. All right, we're going to dance it in a minute, Carmel, but first we got to get into the tree, right? Let's breathe in and lift. Stretch out anything that's tight in this groin from that work and forward fold. Ha. Good, let's roll the spine up. And let's just do some twists. Let go. Let go. Let's just blow in the wind. Blow in the wind. Feel the weight of your arms. Feel the weight that you're not having to carry on your shoulders, but you feel the remnants. Ooh, by letting that go, and you feel how tired those shoulders and the neck area are. How willing are your joints to just go with this flow, or do you feel them starting to try to squeeze and either stop, control? How do you earn that trust with the muscles in your own body? Ooh, All right, now here we go. Now we're going to play with this, okay? We're going to do this one more time, and then we get to do it silently. And, I'm not going to promise not to take some screen grabs later. Oh, that would just be of me. See, this is where the benefit of the zooming, but I didn't figure that the world would want to be zoomed out to the world, because some people would be like, nah, don't you dare put my picture up on the internet, so then that's why everybody gets all the goofy pictures of me, because I respect you all so much. Okay, let's find our mountain. I'm a little on the goofy side today. I got too much sleep. I think that's it. All right, let's find our tree on whatever side we want to be in. Respect your foundation. Keep it lighthearted. Because if we've got joy, we got joy for being alive today. Right? Right? I know I got an amen out of rocks. All right, so wherever your tree wants to be, now, go with the flow. All right? So some of y'all might just start by like, oh, that's about as much flow as I'm willing to have trust on. Because we still got to love what's going on down there, because that's what's holding us up. But are you fluid in that foundation? Hey, all right, maybe your tree starts to bend. Don't be forceful. Come out and come back in. It's all good. Now, my friend Carmel said to twist it. What? Hey, bringing it back. How about a breath? What? Did we smile? Did we laugh? Or did we say, this is just stupid. This isn't yoga. She's not a serious yogi. And let's bring this leg down. Woo! Clearly, this leg does not like to be my support. I'm like, yes, you do. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Other side. Root. Make a choice. All right, so I'll do this one and this supported one, because now I've got those toes down. I've got more root, more support. Heck, my tree can go all over the place on this side, right? I can do the running man in this tree. I can do a lot more. So depending on how we establish our grounding might allow for different expression, right? Because our grounding and our rooting doesn't have to look the same every time we're on each side. What? All right, but I do want to come up a little bit. So I'm going to come beneath the knee, opening this hip, feeling, navigating. What's fussing? What's saying, wait, slow down? Or what's saying, hell no? Or what's saying like, hey, well, maybe. And maybe's good, right? Maybe's not a hard stop, no. And then let's see. Can you go with the flow? Or is yours like, I'm not making fun of it, right? This is a real deal, okay? Maybe we go forward and back. Hey, really feeling out. One of the nice things about being able to find movement in the tree helps us test out not only the rootedness of our foundation, but the bendability of our foundation, right? Thinking about a willow, that's one of the strongest trees, but also one of the most fluid trees. Maybe we start to find the other side. And then maybe we're going to do this, what, twist? Hey, I like it. Thank you so much for that suggestion, Carmel. I'm digging it. Whoa. Okay, now that calf is like, hello. So I'm bringing that out. I'm going to shake that out. Woo. All right, let's breathe in. Reach, lengthen. Maybe push the hips forward. Exhale, let's bring it forward. Ha. Let's take a few breaths here and let the body start to tell you what were the muscles that were straining to kind of maintain so much control. Because maybe you thought you had let go. Sometimes a nice static pose like this after something like that lets us notice, oh, that was clenching. Oh, that was doing a lot of work. Abdominal breath. And let's roll the spine up. Okay, one more time. En silencio. Woo! All right, breathe in. Ah, breathe out. Maybe make a sound. Ha. Good. All right. Half flat back breath in. Palms down. Let's step back to plank. Lower down. Breath in, maybe an up dog, or you can stay with cobra. So your hips stay on the floor with cobra. If you're feeling like your arms and your chest and your back can support this, you can bring the tops of the feet down, lift the thighs. It takes a lot more core and upper body strength. Shoulders down and still no strain. And downward facing dog. Ha. Look forward. Bend the knees. And just give it a go. I don't care if it's the most kathunky, heavy bunny hop or an elephant hop, or maybe you float your hips up to the top of the mat. Half flat back, forward fold. Good, we'll roll the spine up. Lift the right leg. Step the right leg out wide. And then straighten the left leg. Now, don't lock the knees. Try not to lock the joints. We want to respect all of our joints, keeping some fluidity, and ask the muscles to hold the stability, not jamming bone to bone for stability. Expand and lengthen over that left leg. Left hand down. Let it fall where it may. Don't reach for the floor. Let it fall where it may. Just turning the chest. Breath. Anchor down with the right leg. Triangle. That right hand could rest on your hip. Bringing ourselves up. Bending the left knee. Okay, so this is a laugh out loud, okay? So we're going to give a little propulsion on this right leg. So y'all know I don't usually like propulsion. But I don't know how you're going to take off here unless you grew some wings under here somewhere, okay? So we're going to give it a little push, and we're going to float. Yeah, I want to see your floating. Send me that private selfie video, okay? And we'll bring this left hand down. One. Here we are in half moon. Breath. Let's bring the right hand down. Left foot down. Half flat back. Forward fold. And roll the spine up. And let's lift the left leg up. Up, 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 up. Stepping it out. Make your way. You can take 2 steps, 10 steps. Adjust yourself any way that you need. Remember, there's no perfect. We'll straighten the right leg. Turn the chest to face whatever wall you're facing. Shoulders at ease. Don't lock the knees. Reach, lengthen, go, go, gadget, go here. I know Gaia likes it when I say that. Push down into the baby toe edge of the left foot. Maybe bring that left hand to the low back. Can you feel your spine lengthening? Can you pull space away from vertebrae in your spine? And then accept the foundation. What are the truths going on right here, right now? Don't just look at truths as what's wrong. Look right now for a couple of things that are oh so right. Even if it is, I'm not at work right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. We're going to bring ourselves back up. Bend that right knee. We're going to look forward. We're going to visualize all of the flight, all of the magic of soaring, right? The hills are alive with the sound of music. So here we go. We're going to bend this left leg, and we're going to give it a little propulsion. I had a wall to help me. Start to squeeze that back leg, and we'll let this right arm find a floor, a block, another human. So we practiced having that back leg up earlier. So can you keep that hip open, flex the toes? Some of you are working on turning the chest open sideways. Others of you are just trying to figure out how to remain upright. Whole bunch of love for our foundation right now. And we'll bring the left hand down. We'll bring the left foot down. Half flat back. Forward fold. Good. Palms down, step to plank. Lower down to the belly. Make a choice, up dog or cobra. Maybe you want it to be a child's pose. Maybe you need to be lying down on your back already. Some of you could do some hip twists in the up dog. If you can let the hips sag, you might actually get some movement in those hips that really help the back a little. Good, and then we'll come on up to down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Okay, here we go. We're going to do that sequence again. We're going to do the miraculous float and flight of jumping up, or we just make a big crashing sound. Breath in. Breath out. Give it a little float. Oh, feet down. Half flat back. Forward fold. And come all the way up to standing. Hands to prayer. Here we go. Right leg. Up, out. Saw. Straighten. Triangle. Breath. Bringing ourselves up, bending that left knee. Feeling the hips, feeling this open space. There is no perfect. It's kind of like Neo, right? There is no spoon. There is a spoon. There is no spoon. And we float up and over. Well, I know Claudia and Joe are here, and Roxanne's here. Carla, too. That float just made me think of Johnny. Breath in. Breath out. We'll bring the right hand down. Close the hip. Bring the right leg down. And forward fold. Make a nice yummy, yummy, yummy Johnny sound. Yum, 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 yum. And roll the spine up. Let a smile come on your faces. If some of you don't know who I'm talking about, it was just the epitome of living life and soaking up life and the joy of being and existing in the moment. We'll do the other side. Left knee left. Yeah, you can get sassy about it. We're going to step that left foot back, finding your warrior two, and then straightening. Maybe just working the hips. My hip just said pause, so I'm giving it a little click. Need some WD-40 in there. Let's reach, triangle, seeing life from sideways, but still being supported. Maybe reflect for a moment on how you've lived that, feeling like life has twisted us sideways, and yet, miraculously, somehow, we were still supported. We were still taken care of. We'll bring ourselves up and we'll bend that knee. We're going to look forward and we're just going to see what's going to happen, giving a little push. Not trying to perfect, loving every wobble. Can you love every wobble? Can you love every reset? Can you love the opportunity to get a reset? All right, so try not to be too rigid in your feet. Try not to be so rigid in your desires. Good, and we'll bring the left hand down, close the hip, bring the left foot down. Half flat back, forward fold. All right, one more time. We get to do it silently. Fake it till you make it. Let's come down to the knee, to the tippy toes, finding a squat. Have a quiet space. What is your body telling you? What has it experienced? What has it stimulated, activated, and released? What has it saturated and soaked up that was new? All right, probably got to skip the crane, starting to run out of time. How much grace do we have to let the bud fall to the floor? But. Breath in and take it forward. Good. And let's roll our spine up. I'm going to bring this right foot in. I'm going to find the big toe. You might need to bring this hand inside of the right inner thigh. And I'm going to make a phone call. Try to keep this spine as upright here, pulling this heel toward the ear. Breath, feel that hip. Ask your core to sit you upright. Good. I'm going to bring that foot down, open the hip. Breath in, little twist to the left, and come forward. Now, what do you need? Is your back super tight? Are the backs of the legs tight? Are you accepting what you're feeling? Where's your mind? And we'll bring ourselves up. I'm going to turn sideways here, coming wide-legged. Hi, baby. Hi, what do you want? Go away. Bye. Bye. Out. Good. Sitting up, flex the toes. Now, some of you might need to have a slight give under these thighs, just in case this is too tight, all right? Or decrease the angle a bit, all right? Make sure that you are not forcing your body, okay? We've got to find out what's that respectful existence in movement in our bodies. And breath in, lift the chest, exhale, hinge, and come on up, and hinge, and come on up. You might need your hands out in front of you, and hinge. Breath. Relax your pelvic floor. And let's bring ourselves up. All right, I know you thought I forgot, Joe, but I did not. We're going to bend this right leg. I want to turn to the right, keeping that left leg straight back behind me, bringing that left kneecap to face the floor. All right, so this is mine, right? I've got this leg out kind of in the shape of a 7. That left kneecap is facing the floor. This may not be where a lot of people want to be. So you may want to be right here. Let's respect the hip. Maybe put a cushion under one butt or both. All right, so feel out where you are. You might want this heel closer to the groin. That might let you roll this kneecap onto the floor, aiming both hip bones forward, sitting up tall. Now, can you lift from just beneath the belly button? Can we ask that to be the initiation point of lifting? And tell your shoulders, I said low belly. And the shoulders are like, oh, my bad. Right? And then you tell your neck, I said low belly. And your neck's like, you don't tell me what to do. That's my upper body. It's like, you think you're the boss of us, Belinda. We know how to carry this stress. Watch. Breath in. Let's lift and pull. Pull from the belly button up and over. Now, you might want a pillow out here in front of you, especially if laying down all the way to the floor would be a bit much. There's a lot to communicate with here in our bodies, in our hip, in our back, in our thighs. Sometimes we can't even tell areas of the body distinguishing them at all because there's just a loud feeling going on. Three more breaths quietly. Let your attention be on the breath. And we'll bring ourselves up. Shift into the right hip. Bring the legs out in front of us. Sitting up tall, coming forward. All right, those knees could be bent. Don't yank, pull, tug. Acceptance. What is your true range here? not one that you're forcing into yourselves. It's like trying not to let your body have to be in any other shape. You're loving the shape of who you are, the expression of your being, just as it is. Not forcing, yanking, tugging to shape yourself into any way that you think others expect it to be, feel, look. And let's bring it up. I'm going to bring this left knee in. Going to find that left big toe. Feeling my spine. Ready for that phone call. Here we go. And ring, ring, ring. Chest up. Now bring the sole of that foot up against this left inner thigh. Many of you might already see that, oh, that's like tree while I'm sitting on it, right? Sitting in our tree. And breath in, maybe a little twist, and come forward. What can you soften to make this a more soothing, loving, accepting space? Where the body finds some contentment, where the breath finds some contentment. And the mind can follow. All right, we'll roll the spine up. We're going to come back to wide out here. Let's point and flex. We've been in that foundation for quite a bit today. Maybe a few pelvic tilts, rocking back and forth. See what wants to move. And when you're ready, I'm going to come forward and I'm going to hold. And you choose whether you want to flow, whether you want to hold. And let's see, like 5 to 8 breaths. And start to bring your attention to the breath when you notice that your mind is wandering either onto an emotion, onto a memory. Bring yourself to the present moment, however you can. But the breath is a great guide for that. Only you can be the babysitter of your mind. Only you can start to notice and watch what segments of your mind are running and being a prankster, what segments of your mind are being a bully. Only you can be the one to look in there, and silence is the tool for that. All right, we're going to get ready for the other side for the pigeon. I'm going to bend the left knee. I want to find where I want to be. Remember what I said about that back leg, right? It could end up being up here. Maybe you find a space in between. Remember, no absolutes. The space of practicing honesty helps us understand just how fluid and flexible and malleable truth is. I love it when truth reveals itself that, oh, it is this and, not but. Some of us don't like that about truths. We go, wait, no, there's only, right? And that's, I think, sometimes a flaw of some of our mathematic teaching about constants. Can we embrace the truth of variables? Oh my goodness, I just made a math analogy. I need like my AP physics teacher to see me now, Mrs. Humphreys. Oh, find your breath. Where are you lifting from? Are you accepting what the body doesn't want to do or cannot do? And are you probing into new possibility? And when you're ready, we'll come forward and let's find 5 to 8 breaths here. Maybe you don't go so low. Maybe you're down for a few breaths at one height and then you change it. Be the babysitter of your mind right now. What mayhem is your mind creating? And gradually come up. I'm going to shift my weight to my left hip and bring the right leg forward. I'm going to stay here in this boat. And as slowly as we can, lowering down. Slower than you believe possible. Infinitely slow. And observe the nature of your mind. The actions in your body. And the flow in your breath. Let's just let the knees just start to fall left and right from where they are. Let your hands fall and touch somewhere on your body. Allow yourselves to just feel what's going on in your hands and feel the part of the body that's receiving touch. Loving, tender, caressing touch. Good. We'll walk the feet in. Let's wake up the feet a little. Thanking that foundation once again. Loosen that soil. Don't let your foundation turn into a solid rock. We need that fluidity. Open the toes, spread them, twiggle them. Twiggle. Oh, all right. Rest the arms down alongside the waist. We'll push down through the feet. Lift the hips. Let your tummy breathe. And then relax the buttocks. What is the least amount of energy that you need to exert here? Sit with that truth. Explore that truth. Push sections of your foot down intentionally and notice what responds. What other muscles elsewhere? We'll lower the hips down. Lengthen your legs out. Rest your arms down alongside your waist. And let's prop ourselves up on our elbows. Good. Legs as close together as you can. Now we could just thrust the chest up. You could let the head go or just hold here. And then relax the back. So push the elbows and the forearms down and let the belly lift. Let the chest arch upward. Good. You could just let your gaze stay at the ceiling here or let your head fall down toward the floor. Try not to just dump into the neck though. And then relax the spine and you can look at your feet. Once again, push the forearms down, arch the chest, pull the tailbone up, right? Tilt the tailbone up and back, arch the chest. Some of you are going to stay here. Others may want to explore, walking your forearms down, letting the head eventually touch the floor, the very top of the head, with the neck arching up, the chest arching up for fish. Don't dump your weight into your head. Eyes open. Breath free, just like looking around. Look around here. See things from a different vantage point. This is still the truth of your eyesight. The room is still the same room. Let's see it with a new gaze of truth. A new honesty of being in our bodies and looking around. Feel your breath. Come out whenever you need. If you are, lift the head, tuck the chin down, and relax the spine down. If you're still with it, just go ahead and open the chest. Can you open the chest? Are you forcing your chest? Can you open it without force? And when you're ready, we'll release. Adjust your chest, your shoulders, your arms for comfort, and let go. Hands wherever you want. If you really enjoyed that intentional placement of your hands on a body part, do so. Maybe it's a body part that you don't usually linger and just caress. Give it your attention. Get to know it. And let it get to know your expression of care. Your expression of tenderness. The same way that you would touch and pet someone behind their back or shoulder or caress them in a hug. Give that to yourself right now. And be honest about feeling yourselves receiving that. What's uncomfortable? What's self-conscious? What's like, hey, yummy, yummy? What feels silly? And maybe you don't do it at all. Let your mind come to the weight of your body releasing into the earth. Feel gravity's pull on your body. Let your mind flow with the breath in and out of your nostrils, into the belly. Now look at the thoughts wandering in your mind. Notice when your mind is registering a temperature, a physical sensation, a memory, a thought, a task list, an emotion. Do you know how to look at the wanderings in your mind? Not trying to stop anything. Let your mind hop from thing to thing. And then bring your attention back to the body. What body parts are you most aware of? What are the qualities you're feeling? Not controlling, just experiencing. What is the nature of your breath? What is the nature of your mind right now? Let's gradually invite some movement wherever you want that to be, however you want to express it. Feel the breath in a new way, however you want that to be, however you want to express that. And then let's come up to a seated space to close, and that can be sitting in any way that you wish. We'll have a quiet space reflecting and feeling where we are. What is the state of the hum of your inner energy? Do you feel like your cup is a little more full or balanced? Maybe it was overflowing and you needed to let something out. Maybe it was a little depleted. And maybe it's still depleted, but you have a balance of how you're going to treat yourself. And let's embrace that this is an active practice of practicing, not performing, not achieving, or practicing, not perfecting, not even progression. Hands to the heart center if you wish to join in the Anjali Mudra, holding an intention close to your heart. All right, so we've been working the truth, the satya, the honesty this week. Maybe it's something that got revealed to you about how you approach honesty and truthfulness within yourself. We've been focusing and reflecting on and practicing a quiet mind, trying to still the mind. What did we learn about the aerobics in our mind? What do you want to carry with you off your mat so that you're still practicing in your next conversation? You're still practicing being flexible and trying to move and navigate and communicate in new ways with the next person that you encounter, the next hardship that unexpectedly tries to rock us off of our foundation. All of the love and light that's in me is deeply grateful and just a reflection of the love and light in you. So you keep shining so that I can keep shining, and it just keeps going around and around and around like that. Namaste. Thank you all so much. It's been a great week to start off the week of this year. I really appreciate all of you for your honesty, for sharing. Please keep coming back. Please keep sharing with me. What do you want to see us focus on in home yoga practice? Send me an email, belinda@justbeyoga.com. Write a message here. Next week, I'd love us to have a focus on, or can you just start to make a list? And let's make this a living, breathing practice where we're all contributing and we're all learning. And I will toss out there anything that I think that can help us out. And I'll be able to go, I don't know. Let me think about it. Maybe I'll corral in some help and assistance from others along the way. That way we get to start to practice some sangha, right? That community collective that's a part of this yoga too. So let's not let this virtual experience make us feel as though we are not connected, right? That intention is where our attention is. And our intention to be connected is what leads us right here. Elizabeth, you've been here the whole time. Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Carla, awesome to see you. You know what, Carla? I had said I was going to stop doing the Facebook one. I'll probably just keep hitting both buttons, and we'll just accept whatever the traffic is that I get. I'm trying to divorce myself of focusing so much on numbers and just keep trying to be as authentic as I can, and whatever is supposed to manifest out of this will manifest. I'm gonna try. All right. Good to see you, Elizabeth, Carmel, and Carla, and Roxanne. Y'all like it? I brought up Johnny. I was feeling some Johnny here today, and Claudia and Joe. Thank you all so very much. Yeah, you guys keep me practicing, so I appreciate it. And if I'm somehow helping you to continue to practice, so be it. And that's how we just keep it going. All right, peace. Peace, everybody.